HooHooHooRobin.
Opie and Anthony show. There he is. Were you going wee-wees or poopies?
I wish I could go poopies.
I know. You know what? If you don't poo when you're supposed to, then it, like when I do radio here, like it screws up my whole cycle and shit.
Why you're supposed to be shitting during this time?
When I get up, it takes me about an hour.
Yeah.
You know, some coffee or whatever.
How old are you now, Rich?
Huh? How old am I now? Compared to the last break?
It's very good, because why do people just say that? Yeah. How old are you now? It's like, how old are you? How old were you last week?
You're not old. You should still be regular.
I'm 53.
Shouldn't you be regular still?
I don't know.
Shouldn't you just wake up and shit?
Just right when you get up?
Yes.
Right before.
No. Bonnie.
I don't shit before.
She sits like at will, but she just in and out. Like, she forgot. You know, don't you?
Will you spit it out?
She forgot to unlight it, or do you want to?
You can't even make a good cum swallow joke. I'll do it for you. Or maybe I should swallow like you.
I didn't do that because it would have been too easy. That's why I stopped. I opened the toilet by mistake. I was pissing in her bathroom and left a log. It was like a man's log. It was so big, and I go, it's like for another week I couldn't fuck her.
She left it there on purpose.
You couldn't fuck her for a week?
Like, you know, I mean,
you just were thinking of that log.
You just kept eating her ass.
I know. It was so big, and you know, you look at her, you go, such a sweet little timid girl. Nothing that big should come out of her ass. You know, it's just
it intimidated you.
Nothing that big ever goes into it. See, that's a Rich has a small dick joke. Not a Bonnie takes it in the ass joke. I don't know Bonnie that well.
Why don't we ever see logs from women though?
Why don't we see them?
What town are you living in?
Happy Town.
Please. In this city, you can get all kinds of logs. You don't know living until you've laid and had a Russian drop a glop of shit on your chest and a suppository bounce off your chest and hit the floor. You don't know what life is.
What the? That's fantastic, Jimmy. You have the best stories.
There's like, I'm a sex freak and this and that, but how can you get hard from that?
There's nothing sexual about that.
Is that a sexual thing?
I don't know how that is considered
But maybe
sexual.
it is a sexual thing.
I personally don't see anything sexual about it.
Me neither.
Jimmy's got this smug smile on his face, like, whatever, rookie.
Is it connected to some kind of sexual
No,
feeling?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think it's a degradation thing that might somehow eke over into sexuality based on being degraded, like it would be for a cholera.
And the Russians are the best?
No, Russians are the worst.
Oh. No, as far as the consistency of the log.
It was a fucking paintball. It was like I was bombing on stage and a tomato had been thrown at me.
That's all the beats they eat.
A lot of beats. Was it red?
Right, the Russians like
stringy. It was like a paintball.
Yeah.
Just a nugget came out, like a milk dud.
A milk dud. Picture something like
a splatter.
Splatter.
I thought you meant a paintball that didn't explode.
No.
Oh, okay. Wow. Did it leave a welt? Those paintballs hurt. Wow.
Oh God.
Whoa, that's too solid.
See, that's look at
Rich.
Picture a meatball.
Was it warm?
Yeah.
Was
of course.
it hot?
Yeah, it's always right in the body. The body's holding it.
Jeez. Where's I guess?
Hold on. So, Rich, you think, what's his name again? Poundstone Power is a little soft, right?
I don't think he's soft.
You don't think he's ripped?
I guarantee he's built. He's got muscles like a maniac, but he's not a bodybuilder. That's my opinion, but he might be.
Opinion based on what? You need
the powerlifters I've seen. The powerlifters I've seen on TV.
That's a guess you're making, not an opinion.
Listen to me, fucking wafflehead. From the powerlifters I've seen on TV.
A wafflehead.
From the powerlifters I've seen on TV, they're not compared to the bodybuilders. That's I could be 100% wrong.
Okay, so that's what you're basing it on. Okay,
yes.
I didn't know what you were basing it on.
Yeah,
because you never met the guy. I thought it was
I know the guy can rip me in the pieces. I know he's a fucking.
Let's get him in.
All right, bring in Poundstone Power.
Let's get Poundstone here and see if Rich is just talking out his ass. Yeah, there you go.
Christ, the guy's ripped.
I told you he'd be fucking ripped.
Guy's a big gentleman.
These guys are going that you're not ripped. I'm going fucking ripped.
Really?
All right. The one back there.
I heard.
This is where every skell, thanks God, there's cameras everywhere.
You're the one.
I think Rich was the one that didn't think you were ripped.
No, I didn't say he was.
Every fucking skell out there looks at this guy and goes, thank God there's fucking cameras everywhere. Because you look like the kind of guy that would really like just pounding someone's face in after they make you chase him a little too far.
Look at his hands.
Well, compared to you, Rich, come on, really?
I don't get like a chair or nothing. You guys make me stand.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
What type of hosts are you guys?
Get the guy. I know shitty ones apparently.
I just stand on the train. Now I got to stand up here.
You get anything you want. Believe me. Get him a chair. What the fuck?
I'm kidding. It's all right. It's all right.
Jesus.
Get our guest a chair. He's just standing there. Sam, please.
You want to take your coat off or anything? Are you a little cold?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Rich
I
wants to see
had
him.
to walk over from the station. I was freezing my ass off.
Rich wants to see your muscles.
Holy shit.
Hey, by the way,
What the hell is going on?
It's not Poundstone Power. It's Derek.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not like Shakira with just one name or something.
I figured it's your stage name, though. We'll get your stage name out there.
Look at his traps.
His arms are ridiculous. They're giant.
His arms are as big as my thighs.
Dude, how
like
often
that.
are you in the gym?
About 15 hours a week.
15 hours a week.
But you have nothing else to work on.
Well, the interesting thing,
It's all.
I do like the World's Strongest Man competitions.
Yeah. Those things are sick.
So what I do is mostly not trying to get stronger. I mean, I'm a byproduct of just lifting heavy shit, So like I'm pulling stuff and lifting Atlas stones and all that good stuff. So
I love that when they grab
Yeah.
those giant fucking round rocks and they got to lift them up to certain level platforms and it's ever increasing.
What was the most?
It's
What was the most ridiculous thing you guys had to do for
couldn't do
Strongman?
anything like that.
back in
Weakling.
2009, we were in Malta. We did we pulled Airbus A310. It's like a 727, the big passenger airplanes.
Right.
About 110,000 pounds. So you see, that's probably the
Yeah, but did you
hardest
get
thing.
it in the air?
Yeah, no.
That's pulling it fast.
Was it on wheels?
Was it on wheels?
Fucking downhill.
asshole.
No, but I mean, what the?
Well,
No,
I
it was
mean,
like it was chalked up on bricks, like a fucking hillbilly's.
Wheels.
I see someone's watching it there.
Wow, yeah.
That's insane.
That's you.
God damn. That's you.
That's you.
Rich is all.
You think he could swing a golf
Amazed.
club, though, Rich?
Huh?
Holy
I would imagine
shit.
he pushes everything right, doesn't he?
That is crazy.
Huh?
I never understand how you overcome the lack of friction. Like, you could pull heavy shit, but really the only contact point are your feet.
Yeah.
And if you're not as heavy as what you're pulling, how the fuck do you do that?
Well, it's actually a really good question. I guess something I get asked a lot.
Of course it is.
But if you look at any of the videos of me pulling stuff, I'm wearing these purple shoes. They're rock climbing shoes. So there's a whole technique with the second rope. You're actually hooked to either another vehicle or something. You're pulling that, and you're generating a lot of torque on your feet, on your toes, just like a rock climber. I mean, you're really digging in the ground. So
Do you
How
do
many
cardio?
Hold on.
yes, yeah.
You do cardio?
Hold on,
Cardio is
Rich.
bullshit, but for losing weight. But I do cardio first.
Don't you think it's bullshit for losing weight?
Not if you eat healthy.
Well, it depends. I think
You got it's
now
more
when-
diet than the cardio, right?
No, actually, see, this is where it gets kind of interesting because most people do cardio. They're keeping the heart rate between 140, 160 plus beats a minute. Fat burning is about 120 beats a minute, so it's actually just like a fast walk. So you'll burn more fat in 40 minutes of let's say a moderate pace walk on a slight incline than you will running. Like, that's why look at a marathon runner, for instance. They're not really ripped. Most of them aren't. There's a few that are compared to like a sprinter.
Yeah, they're not like us, like me and you, like ripped guys. You know what I mean?
Rich, show him. You're laughing, Derek. Show him.
I don't have abs.
Show
If I
him.
just kind of keep it in a stupid slower pace, I'll lose more weight.
Oh, here
Oh,
it is,
I'm
Rich.
serious. 120 beats a minute.
Look at that, Derek.
Not bad
Come
for an
on.
old guy. Holy crap.
Not bad for an old guy.
What, are you kidding me?
Oh, now you. Yeah, come
I
on,
didn't
Rich.
think it was
Show
that
him.
type of show. I don't know. I was going to think.
Stop showing your
See
thorax.
naked guys in here.
Hold on.
Pull
the curtain.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're looking at the YouTube videos of Derek working out, man.
That's a lot of weight on that bar, I'd say.
How much is that you're going to lift here in this video?
It's 500.
500 bench pressing 500?
But the significant thing is that was about
That's
a year
Patrice and a half.
after I tore my pec. I tore my pec in early 2008.
Oh, how did that feel?
Oh, geez. I'm going for an epidural tomorrow on my upper back. I've got 2 herniated discs, 2 bulging discs, torn left quad.
Now this is
torn right
obviously
pec.
a directly caused by what you do.
Lifting heavy shit.
Lifting heavy shit.
Oh,
So-
really?
so-
You think it was because he was on the internet, you fucking idiot? Really? He's lifted 500 pounds and he fucked his pec up. You know, I think that's from
Look,
lifting weights.
I didn't ask if the plane wheels were down, okay?
Yeah, you should really be
You
fired.
just
Red.
flying when you
I'm
pulled
telling
it. Listen to me. You want to concentrate when he asks the questions, okay? Not this fucking idiot.
When you rip a pec, though, does it roll up?
It depends. There's 2 types of muscle tears. There's a detachment.
One of the sickest things we ever heard. Triple H came in here and he said how his
Quad, he tore his
quad, and he said it rolled up like a shade.
Well, there's
Can
two
you imagine?
there's 2 type of tears. There's a muscle tear. There's a detachment, and the muscle tear is what I suffered. Every tear I've had has been a muscle tear because I lift so much heavy stuff. My tendons are very strong. So like Triple H, he's obviously doing wrestling, so he's more athletic. I'm not gonna say more athletic. It's just different, I guess you could
Different,
say.
sure.
Like I mean, I have bigger joints and stuff. So his muscle detached from the bone. Where mine, it's like take a chicken breast and sort of bend it, and it tears in the center.
So that's what happened.
So what happens is like when I tore my quad and I tore my pec, they didn't detach. It's just a divot.
Thank
in
God,
the pec.
right?
But the detachment's actually less painful. They detach because once it detaches, that's it. You know.
They unroll it and then
Then
just
they reattach it.
What do you have to do for a tear in the middle like that?
Nothing.
You just got to let it heal?
Yeah, it's I'd say about my quad was 4 months of rehab.
Now, does it take you out of working out? I mean, obviously you can't do a lot of...
He probably just
my
works on his
God.
legs or something.
No, you can work legs and stuff. I'm asking what type of things he normally
Rich,
would do that he can't
You
do.
asked if the plane had wheels. You got to shut up.
You're just sitting there like a
blew it a long
vulture
time
ready to
ago.
swoop down on my shit lines and bad questions.
You blew it a long time ago. Did the planes have
Tell me, when
wheels?
you had a cast on your arm, did you have to stop playing golf? Or do you...
I didn't mean that he stay. Obviously,
Of
he didn't
course
just
he can
stop
work out
working
another
out.
body part, but he's not going to fucking... If his chest is fucked up, he's not going to just build his legs up to be
But
like...
you can't just stop working out.
I bet
your
you he
upper
continued
body.
working out. Rich.
Exactly.
How about we let him answer?
To
Derek.
solve the argument, in 2008 when I tore my pec, I actually competed 6 days later.
See, Rich, that's why that question was
see?
worth asking.
It's not for the faint of heart. No brain, no pain. I guess is what I was telling myself.
Well,
you really a
pain,
cop?
Think about it.
no pain for Rich.
'Cause the receptors don't know where to go because there's nothing. You really a cop?
Yeah, full
in
time.
that-
I actually worked. I worked 16 hours yesterday. So
Jesus.
it's definitely it's a tough schedule.
In the city?
Holy shit.
No, in Connecticut and Naugatuck.
And you said you're getting an epidural tomorrow. So what are they going to
Upper
do
back.
for you?
Well, it's epidural and upper back. They're going to put cortisone. I've got 2 bulging discs in my thoracic spine, so
Ow.
I've got a competition in a month. So I'm having a hard time training because of the
Do you,
pain.
do you
So
have pain that shoots out?
what do you
I
mean
got,
shoot?
I got pain shooting out to my hip because I got a herniated disc.
Yeah, you probably have a lumbar herniation. I've got
Yeah.
2 lumbar herniations or bulge. That's sciatica. So mine's similar.
So what does that mean? Do I have to get an operation?
No. If it's still bothering you, I mean, you can do what I'm doing.
It's
How
been
many of
bothering
your
me for 3
vertebrae are
weeks.
still good?
Yeah, that's
Do you have like a couple of
12.
good ones left in there?
Do you have
got
a
about
herniated disc for real?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I've
had one for a while. It sucks.
Here's the thing about herniated disc in your lower back is when you lose weight in your stomach and you build up your stomach muscles, it'll take the pain away from your herniated disc because your whole back is connected.
I'd
to it.
rather listen to Derek.
Am I
Derek,
right
what can
about
I do for my herniated disc that's real low?
Derek, true or complete asshole? What is it? What is it with Rich?
Can you
I'd
throw
say
it through that double glass?
It's partially
window?
true.
Yeah, just pick him up and throw him through the window.
I mean, you're not like a heavy guy, so
That was
I would
so
say
cool.
it's not so much. Listen, if you have a bad back, especially herniated discs, the best thing you do is train it because you want to know what it's going to help stabilize that area.
Do you do yoga?
What if you have a bad neighbor?
No, I heard about the toe. What was this thing with the toe? Yeah, I guess so.
It's bad. I'm still surprised it's not broken, but it's bad. I fucking fell down the stairs
You fell down the
Oh, so was it
after
actually
yoga.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Can't get any more fat.
Yeah, he's carrying his tampons.
right.
Bye, madam.
You take yoga?
Have fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my back back. It sucks. I've tried everything. So I'm doing a little yoga, and then I fell down the stairs. It doesn't get any worse than that. I
Fell
know.
down the
Fuck up your
stairs
mud
after
pack.
yoga.
Hey, could you lift Rich Vos in the air?
No, I
Bench
got a bad
press, Rich
back. I'm
Vos?
53. Of course he can.
it's a little low in here, but yeah.
Yeah.
Or you want to go for the real?
E-Rock is the
you want to
big
go
one.
for the challenge and bench press E-Rock?
Sure. Where is he?
He weighs about
He's in the aquarium.
320 pounds.
Why'd you bring baseball bats? Can you really break a bat?
Yeah, I don't do it the
What?
Are they
Let's say
fake?
The Bo Jacks. No, I'll let you guys try it.
Are they
I heard you
fake
guys talking
bats?
about my pans. I want you to try to bend my pan if it's so easy.
That wasn't me.
No.
That was
How about this? I think I can
Derek.
fit it through his watch
Derek,
after I roll it out.
Did you see the
shit.
guy in America's Got Talent?
Yeah, he's a amateur competitor.
I know, but those pans are made to be bent by guys like you. Is all I'm saying.
How are they made to be bent?
No,
they're
cooking.
mine are. I'll show you. They're
Let me see how that. Look, you could prove me wrong. And you look at this.
Look
thing.
at that. It's a fucking frying pan.
that's a
It's a
legit
frying pan everyone
Show-
would use. T-foul.
Rich, try to bend that.
frying pan.
Huh?
How
Try
do
to
you
bend
start?
the.
From where? Here?
I start on the edges.
Should I take this off first? Yeah.
Edge.
This is why I can't bend it.
Yeah, because the cardboard wrapper is
It
still
makes it
on
more
it.
rigid.
Are you really going to try that?
Yes.
stupid. I'm
He
just kinda
does it
feeling
sideways, like from the side.
I know, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
feeling it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, go ahead, bend it.
No, it's
You
heavy.
gotta try.
That's like a really.
like kind of like this, sort of.
This?
Yeah, try more like that. There you go.
Yeah, Jimmy's trying. Is it moving at all,
So I
Jimmy?
could probably do it, but my back's messed up.
Let me say.
And try to bend the pan.
Ah, this is crazy.
Yeah, this isn't one of those thin aluminum ones.
God! No fucking way!
It's a Jew.
It doesn't
It's a
even
Jew.
move in. Doesn't
No,
even move.
no way. Rich,
All right,
give it
you're
a
proving
try.
me wrong today,
Rich,
Derek.
Give it a try. It doesn't
Rich,
budge.
use your teeth.
Do that one again.
Go ahead.
How about you bend it this way?
This way, yeah.
How funny it would be if Voss just folded it up like paper, and we realized he's really strong.
I'd
I
leave.
couldn't bend this.
Nothing?
Who would want to break a good pan?
All right.
Oh,
Give it
here
to
it goes.
Derek. I want to see him do this.
Here it goes. It hasn't.
I don't know, Opie. You were talking. I think you ought to try.
You really
I
are.
believe- I
how they
believe you.
fold up.
He's like, nah, I
You
believe
could,
you.
you could
believe
fucking
you, yeah.
blow out a disc doing that.
I can admit when I'm wrong. Here goes Derek. He's going to bend
Look
his
at those-
fucking pan
see,
that we all just tried to
His
bend.
arms are a little different than all of ours.
A little bit.
Put all of ours together, and it's one arm.
Oh.
Holy Jesus! He's all right. It's rolling.
He's
He is rolling
rolling
up a fucking frying pan. Look at it. Yeah, there you
you
go.
know
Holy
Now hit
shit.
Rich Vos over the head with that.
That's
Please.
fucking. Look at that. Oh,
God damn! How do you do that? That's just pure power.
These are a
Pure
little thicker.
power.
Poundstone power.
That's right.
You should bring it back and say it's defective.
I was cooking, and
Exactly.
it just curled up on me.
One political argument with my wife, and all of a sudden this thing is not good anymore.
She was getting what I call lippy.
You tell him you bring it back to the
Look at
store.
that.
And you put it on the oven. You put it on the stove, and it curled up.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm
You should get a
wrong.
refund. You all right, Jimmy? You all right, Nana?
yeah.
I kind of thought it was a corny thing, to be honest with you. A little bit of a corny thing.
You know, the
but-
funny thing is, I brought stuff like handcuffs and crap, but I didn't really realize they don't fit in my wrists. But you know, there's a lot of stuff that we like. I'm not one of those circus sideshows. I just pick up random things and I just try to do it. Like the baseball bat. There's the whole Bo Jacks used to do it and snap it.
Yeah.
You're right, right.
I
yeah.
don't do that. I just more like a hydraulic press, put on my leg and
Oh,
push it.
slowly, kind of not using
yeah.
momentum.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, we do things a little differently.
I dare you to break Voss's neck.
Can we see the baseball bat?
Oh,
Yeah, why not?
man.
This is fucking insane. That
This
fucking
fucking-
pan.
But once again, let's have Rich try to break the bat.
I can't break the bat. What are you kidding me?
Can we try to break it on the side of the counter even?
No.
It's got the.
Oh, is that what helped? No, we're not breaking on the end anyways.
What's that?
That's so you can cork it.
Yeah.
What is it?
Let's not. Slowly.
I'm doing it slow. I'm trying to see something.
All right.
I'm just feeling this.
If someone accidentally breaks it, I'm leaving.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, heavy. No, I won't even give that
I
a
mean,
whirl.
the end's this end's a little hollow, but I'm gonna be breaking right on here.
Let's see.
Well, hold on. This is gonna fly.
All right. I hope so. Hope you got a splinter in your eye, boss. Oh, shit. Fucking that wasn't even like when you break a stick over your knee and kind of really hit it hard, he just slowly pushed down.
Yeah, but it's down by the fucking handle. I'm not.
Oh, yeah, Rich. There you go. That
was a critic. What the
By
hell?
the fucking handle.
Yeah.
Come on. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Break Rich's neck by the skinniest part of that. Could you just slowly over your knee?
By the way, Derek, why are you here?
I don't know.
No, aren't you promoting stuff? Are you promoting stuff?
Yeah,
Or are you just hanging out?
What happens is I have a show on Sirius XM on Wednesdays, and they don't promote it, so I gotta come down here
shit.
at 5 o'clock in the morning, take a train to fucking New York.
What's the
to
show
break
about?
crap.
How's that?
What's the show about?
It's about just sort of
Embroidery.
We call it, it's about
Remember, wheels on a plane, asshole. I bet you it's not about breaking stuff. How about that?
It's actually it's funny because it's the first show of its kind. It's really it's it's more about high performance living, sort of doing what I do, which is being a professional athlete and managing home life. Because I'm getting married in 6 months, so it's managing things like planning for a wedding, and I work full time. I mean, I'm a real guy. I'm no different than got your listeners. You know, I work 9 to 5.
You're no different, really. Obviously, you have no mirrors in your house. You're a fucking mutant that breaks fire. There's no different. You're nuclear waste with feet.
Derek,
The only thing our listeners would do with that frying pan is fill it with bacon.
No, what I'm saying is what they do. Like, let's say most of your listeners, okay, they're not breaking shit, but
Just floorboards.
Is your fiance?
Our listeners are fat.
Is your fiance a bodybuilder?
no. She's
Derek, I got to ask you about the steroids.
Oh, it's a question I get a lot.
Well, I would imagine. That's why I want to ask it. Did you ever do?
No. I'm actually tested by my department and also one of my big sponsors. So it's
where are you at with steroids as far as what do you think about athletes? Doing.
Here's the problem with the whole steroid conversation is how are you going to legitimately test everyone? I mean, it seems like there's a lot better things you could spend. The government could spend, literally hundreds of millions of dollars on these grand jury indictments and stuff for really because of listen. I think we're at fault. First off, the people that watch baseball or football, we pay these guys $10 million plus a year. Listen, if I told you that if someone told me, hey, listen, I'm going to pay you $10 million. I mean, 90% chance you can get better at your sport. You just have to take this risk. Come on, we're Americans. We're not dumb.
And we love seeing the fucking home runs that are smashed out of the park.
Yeah, we don't care.
Come on, we love
as fans. That's what I want to see. I don't care.
But now the problem comes is now there's also more dilemma too. Like it's a fine line, and it has to be weighed properly. And the problem is I don't think it's something that our government should get involved in. It's something that the sport should be getting involved in. Because listen, do you honestly think that the NFL cares or Major League Baseball really care if the government didn't care? So I think you're seeing piss poor attempts to.
No, because when the government wasn't involved, Major League Baseball knew what was going on and didn't care.
But look at the difference. Look at since steroids became illegal, it's more rampant now than it was prior to 1990. So and that's the issue.
I don't know about that. It seems like the home runs were down the last couple of years.
Well, last couple of years since they've really.
I think too. Think about it. If you're like even take a guy like myself, don't you think I'd even be worried just because there's that negative connotation. Trust me, I everywhere I walk, there's sort of that whispering over the ear, sort of, pss, pss, what's this guy taking? But the issue is, if you saw my brother and saw my father, I mean, my father was over 300 pounds. He passed away in a car accident 10 years ago, but he was over 300 pounds, and my brother's 260 pounds. He lives in Florida.
Is he a weightlifter?
Yeah. But he's a family man. He trains 2-3 times a week, and he's just a big guy. So
do you literally hear holy shit when you get out of the car when you pull somebody over? Do you like, if I looked in my mirror and just saw him walking up to the car, I'd just be like, oh my God.
Everybody wants to be his partner. Nobody wants the chick. They're all trying to fucking buddy up with him.
The comments have been they're funny. Well, it depends. I worked during the day shift, and for a while I worked in the high school, which is probably one of the cooler gigs.
Oh,
all the kids,
hell yeah.
All the kids just sort of love me, And
yeah, I bet.
The biggest thing is I'm not
Yeah. Speaking of high school, have you seen his girl?
She just had to leave.
What do you call it?
How do I get rid of my tits and that? Let's get to the fucking meat of the issue.
Yeah.
How do I get rid of my tits and my side fat?
Bullet.
You got to listen to my radio show Wednesday nights.
Tell her to leave.
That's what the show's about.
It's just diet and exercise. The thing is, it's not that difficult, and that's sort of what I preach. That's why look, I'm traveling. I got my cooler with my water, my food. So it's all about planning ahead. The biggest thing is I think that most Americans that are suffering from weight issues, they don't eat enough. Believe it or not, most people don't eat enough, and that you could. The biggest byproduct of that is drinking cups of coffee and stimulants, stuff that has caffeine. It's to try to give yourself energy because you're not eating. You are what you eat. So, and no one eats breakfast nowadays. It seems like no one's eating. They have a small lunch, they go home and then they binge. That's the biggest issue. If you calculate most people, the most obese people I've ever dealt with, they're only eating 3,000 calories a day. I'm eating 8,000 calories a day.
I thought you were going to say they were in the studio.
There's nobody obese in here, really.
That's a joke. Jesus.
And that's like saying if he says black people, but they're all in the studio. No, there's none here.
No.
Really?
Really?
Denial? You're on the board. You're teetering.
Is what?
Obese.
No, I'm not.
If you did listen, you don't have to be gigantic to be obese.
No, I'm not going to lift my shirt. But look,
them are fighting words.
You look good now.
Thank you.
You do.
Try to compliment me.
You do. You look good.
How do you figure out, like you said, people that don't eat enough will gain weight? I've heard that.
Yeah, because what happens is your metabolism just
Slows
ceases to
down.
exist.
How do you figure out like what's eating too much and what's eating enough?
Take a look in there.
Trial and
He
error.
just pointed at E-Rock.
Travis.
Because he's fat. Oh,
E-Rock's coming in.
It's trial and error. It's
for a
sort of-
landing?
The problem is eating late at night. Is that a big problem? Eating late at night and going
Absolutely,
to bed.
absolutely,
It
and
is?
it's what you eat, obviously, you know. But no, if you're a healthy guy, like I eat right before bed, and obviously I'm a heavy guy, so my body needs it for recovery because I'm training, you know, hours and hours in the evening. So, but absolutely, I say that one of the biggest things you can do is even if the number one tip I can give to your listeners and anyone that's out there just driving around and having issues with weight
Is find a tree.
is you gotta take a look at what you're eating, and then if you just take that that we're eating in 2 meals or 3 meals a day, separate into 5 or 6 small meals. That's the first thing you do, and I guarantee you'll feel better.
It's so hard to do that, though, if you're living a life trying to do something. It's hard to find
but-
time to eat 5 times
But
a
this
day.
is, that's the whole point. This is why I come out and I do this. This is why I have the show. Listen, I don't have the show because, you know, I feel like, you know, taking 5 hours of my day, you know, once a week, it's great promotion. But the big thing is I really have an overwhelming urge just to help people. And I do it. And listen, I'm telling you, if I do it, then anyone else can do it. It's not that difficult. People look at me like, oh, you're a freak, but it's a byproduct of 15 years of really keep my nose to the grindstone. That's the thing is once you get so good at it, it becomes second nature. It's not that difficult. You break it down. You start with small steps. Your first goal would be to take what you're eating, your crappy your diet for the day, and separate into 5 smaller meals. That's your first goal. Then from there, you try to take those 5 meals, make them slightly healthier. Then you go say, you want to know what? I'm going to park farther away from the mall, and I'm going to walk a little bit more. And you know, from there, you say, I'm going to start joining a gym, and then you change your diet slightly. And so small steps. On the course of 2-3 months, they're not going to be huge.
I know they're two different things, obviously, but what do you feel is more important for being healthy, diet or exercise?
You know, you can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
If I would say you're going to sacrifice a little bit on both and give an honest attempt at both. But now, mind you, exercise doesn't have to be an hour of cardio sweating on the treadmill like you see those chicks with the tight spandex and
Golf,
running like
walking the golf course.
absolutely playing 9
Driving the
holes of
golf cart.
But even like okay,
That's-
golf is a great example. So instead of driving the cart, you're going to walk the holes.
Let's not get crazy.
I caddied for a 9-hole charity golf tournament for women against domestic violence, and
It was only 9 holes. What kind of
not-
low
but
budget?
How many
tournament
looked
was
at
that?
you and
thing
just
is-
started screaming?
that was a hit with the ladies.
You left?
Oh, they don't like that, though.
Someone was telling me about a workout. Does this make any sense? They go, you only have to do one set to failure. Like that seems insane.
That's more advanced training. That's something Mike Metzer came up with, big bodybuilder from the 70s. It's called high intensity training. The whole point, his whole philosophy was that, you know, making muscle growth, stimulating muscles like turning on a light switch. Instead of turning it on 15 million times with sets, just turn it on once. So he'd say for each body part, you'd warm up properly, so you'd spend about a set or two warming up with lighter weight, and you do one set to absolute failure, and you extend that set as long as possible.
is that failure with weight or with reps?
No, it's gonna be failure with reps, always repetitions. So you're gonna be shooting for, you know, over more than 8 reps, somewhere thereabouts. But like, let's say when you hit failure at 5, so you're done. Like with that bench video you saw, you'd rack it and you'd do something called rest pause, or you'd have someone assist you with a couple more repetitions. So
Could you drop the weight too?
yeah, you
I
could.
cycle through and just keep dropping the weight until literally I can't lift 10 pounds.
Have
Have you ever tried that? It's ridiculous.
Fucking-
I mean, and that's the thing is there's more than one way to skin a cat, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you could try different things, but the high intensity is actually very popular among some of the bigger bodybuilders. But
So
it's
not for a
not.
regular guy in the gym.
You want to know if that's all you have time for? If you have 20 minutes to train, hell, you know, go in the gym and do 2 body parts and warm up and do 1 set. It's better than nothing. I tell you, you'll get a pretty good result from it.
I mean, like guys like you and I would probably do something. But that, you know, but here's
Roll
one
through the
last
window
question.
now,
And I've been
please.
working out in the gym forever, but you can't get your like. There's certain body parts that don't grow because genetically they just don't get as big.
Well, that's because
Like,
you're Jewish, Rich.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
I was thinking the brain.
no, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I think I got a decent chest. It's okay, but I can't get my arms big.
It's all depends on your skeletal structure, where the muscles routed. I have really short connective tissue, so I don't really have an issue with. I'm like for instance, my calves are smaller than.
How do you find that out?
my legs.
I have short connective tissue.
You know, it's I've been in the gym for so long, lifting stuff, and I never really tore a tendon. And you can just tell by looking. If I put my arm out, the muscle extends all the way up to the joint.
Oh, so instead of getting those tendony line things,
most guys, if you see their biceps start right here, like if you hold your arm out, if you hold your arm all the way out, you see that the bicep will start a little higher up.
And you can also see the fucking track marks.
Scary.
Also, too. People don't know, like, black people look so ripped, but isn't their skin thinner than white people? That's why they're so ripped.
Hey,
what?
Jimmy the Greek.
What?
The fuck are you talking about?
I read
their
that in the
skin is thinner.
And that's why they look ripped.
Figuratively and literally.
That's why, maybe it's not true, but that's what I read or heard, that black people, because they look so ripped without even working out, because their muscles show because their skin is thinner.
I have no idea.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, that was Rich Vos.
That's not racist.
And send your comments and letters to
That's not
Rich
racist.
Vos.
That's not a bad question, though. Black people, if black skin is physically thinner, then someone would look more ripped. I mean, that's a fair question.
Might have something to do with just contrast.
The opposite's too.
Kinda
Swimming.
looks,
If you
cool.
swim a lot, your skin will get thicker.
Well, no, black people don't swim, so that defeats
there you go.
There you go. You figured out your own
And
question.
your own
Hey,
letters.
with that, can we get him to lift E-Rock? That would be like.
Yeah, I would love that.
How do we do this?
I would probably do it out in the hall. Maybe you could do it here.
Oh, you're going to lift him right over your head sitting?
I could do it standing, but I don't know where the ceiling's high enough.
No, it's. I thought you could bench press him somehow.
That'd be too easy. You got to stand up somewhere. You could do it out in the hallway.
Eroy.
The whole
Eroy.
It's the same ceiling.
His boy Eroy. Damn it.
Can you do it with?
Let me see stand up.
Oh my God!
Then I'll be a little.
Just smash him into the tongue ceiling.
We could do it. I did someone over by the studio that I usually use. It's way in the corner though.
Just keep smashing him into the ceiling. How great would that be? Great. Oh, and I'd be laughing my balls off.
Well, we got to do something.
Erock's got a body. If he did light weights and just cut up, you can tell he's got the kind of body that's already looks like he works out. He does.
He totes around his own weight and he cuts up ham.
I'm telling you, you guys trash him. He's not that. He's in good shape, if you ask me.
He's skinny fat.
No one asked you. What? Really?
He's like skinny fat. He's not really. He's not really a fat guy.
He's not. He's a fucking.
Yeah, we know that.
You know, he's fucking.
But it's still fun.
Good shape.
I wouldn't say he's in good shape, but
What?
He's not in good shape, Rich.
Well, I mean, it's not like he. You know, you act like he's like fucking Bobby or something.
He's 70% fucking fat.
No, Sam's fucking Bobby.
Oh,
Get it?
Jesus.
Because you're gay.
right.
Boy. All right, that scared me because his mom's name is Bobby too.
Oh no!
I didn't know where you're going,
Bob
man.
Kelly. I didn't even. That didn't even cross my mind.
After the apple pie we had this
That was
morning.
a wonderful pie, by the way. Your mom is
How do you lose
crazy.
weight? Well, maybe apple pie and
Yeah,
carrot
apple
cake.
pie was the worst thing.
We had
to
apple
have,
pie and
that
carrot
early
cake
in the
for
morning.
breakfast today, Derek.
But but there's so much self-control involved too. I mean, there's so many people that just can't stop eating shitty food or
tough.
drinking wonderful beer. Now, I got to ask you something.
I'm a beer man.
I know I have unbelievable abs underneath some beer byproduct that seems to form right about here. Short of not drinking beer, what could I do? Because that isn't an option.
That's what we all ask.
But don't.
We want the shortcut.
That's not
Still want to
an
eat my
option.
ice cream and drink my beer.
We had a guy.
How do I get abs?
We had a guy that called in. Was it last week? He stopped drinking beer. He lost 37 pounds in 6 weeks.
Wow.
Holy
Just
shit.
to give you an idea. So now, if you're drinking beer, let's say 3 times a week, I say that's about average for a guy who enjoys a few
Keep
beers.
going.
For a guy.
Average, I said.
What about for a
But 3 times.
racist?
It's about 3 times a week. Now, if you're doing 4 beers, that's 600 calories plus 600 if you're drinking just a crappy beer. Now, if you're drinking a better beer, it's close to 1,000 calories, I'd say.
And how many beers did you have on Friday night? I want to do the calories on this.
Wow. Friday night was Kalamazoo Girl karaoke night, right?
how many calories
Holy
per
shit.
beer? We'll
no,
do
that
the
was
math.
that was a lot of Captain
On low
Morgan and
end's
Coke.
150, the high end's about 180.
That was a lot of Captain Morgan and Cokes.
How many?
I don't think I had any beer.
When you go beer, how many beers?
Beers?
In a Friday or Saturday night.
Fuck, let me think.
Danny, help us out. How many beers is it?
Danny, it's such a.
I'm on the same pace. You think I'm going to remember the
It's
number
kegs,
of beers?
so it's not bottles. I have a tap, which is really. I have a tap in my house, but it's Bud Light and Pilsner glass, regular Pilsner
Safe
glass.
to say 20
I'll
beers?
probably drink
In a run?
from a Saturday afternoon when we start until early Sunday morning when we stop?
12 to 15 pints.
Easily, yeah.
All right, let's call it 15 pints.
But that's a weekend.
That's a whole.
Yeah,
that's a fucking weekend.
How many calories in a pint?
I'd say, well, 12 ounces is
Crazy.
just over about 120 calories. So 16 ounces is about 150. So 12. So I would say about 2,000 calories.
Yeah.
But mind you, 3,000 calories equals a pound of fat too. So that's.
But I don't eat. I just drink
that's,
beer. No,
and that's the worst thing.
No, it's the worst thing.
And that's the worst
Wait,
thing
but
to
when
do?
you say 3,000 calories, equals
It's
a pound of
3,000
fat.
calories.
2,500 calories, right? Is it whatever? It doesn't go right to fat,
No,
though.
but
Some of it goes
what
to.
I'm saying is excess
Yeah.
calories. So if you're trying to lose weight, for instance, you need about a pound a week is about the most you really should have. Now I'm talking about fat. Now when you first start a diet, you lose like 10 or 15 pounds the first couple weeks. Usually guys do. A lot of that's water weight, that they're just holding for whatever reason, for a high salt diet or whatever you're eating or consuming. But now when it comes to burning calories, understand that take about a 3,000 calorie deficit a week. So just beer alone will do that. I'd say if you were to quit drinking beer for 2 weeks, I'd be almost willing to bet you'd lose 10
I gotta say, he makes a really good point because I cut down severely. Not from any like moral standpoint. I would love to I'm lazy. I just don't have the time to sit there and get drunk anymore. So I stopped drinking a lot of beer. I still drink a little bit, but I'm not nearly at the frequency that I was at, and I've lost a
What do you think
considerable
is-
amount of weight.
What do you think-
beer is probably one of the worst things because it's sugar alcohol. So it's basically it's like drinking soda.
No, it's
Do you
one of
think,
the best things.
Do you think if you're trying to? You think? I mean, obviously it's moderation, like you say, but what do you think is worse, sugar or fat? Like if you look at fat content, sugar because it turns into fat.
With sugar, what happens with sugar? It's imagine like it's basically there's two things that sugar does. Not only does it excess calories, but it also forces your body to release insulin because when you eat sugar, your body uses your body can't just take the sugar and absorb it. It has to have insulin to unlock every cell, and that's how the sugar gets absorbed in the cells. Now, insulin is basically like a drug, and just like a heroin addict, when the first time they do a heroin, they're gonna get really high. Then like the second, third, fourth, fifth, and 60th time they do it, they're gonna have to do more and more and more.
Is that true, Rich?
You're getting less of a
Freebase.
less of an effect. Insulin's the exact same idea. So when you're eating tons and tons of sugar, especially stuff like beer, sugar, alcohol, it really affects your sugar. That's why you get starving afterwards.
See, that's what it
But
is.
here's the thing.
It's the insulin, not the alcohol.
I got
I'm addicted to the insulin.
I tried to quit sugar for 3 months. Obviously, it's going to be in everything, but I mean, if you're not eating,
Well,
a
you
gram,
understand the high. Why I say sugar is so bad because a high sugar diet is going to cause your body to release more and more insulin. It's going to cause that's what type 2 diabetes. That's what it's all about. That's why you see it so prevalent. And then once that starts happening, you're resting. Your just sedentary blood sugar level instead of being 70 or 80, maybe even 90 most, you're going to be running around 120. Now the sugar, when it runs through the body, it's kind of like little shards of glass. See, so it's not bad for you on a chemical standpoint. It's bad for you because you have this sugar, a little overabundance, maybe 15 to 20% more sugar in your blood. When it's going through the arteries and blood vessels and kidneys and liver, it's actually cutting it up.
So it's a physical. It's mechanical.
It's mechanical,
Jeez.
so that's why that's
Slicing
So that's why
of-
the first organ to go. You'll see. Well, actually, the first issue with diabetics is their eyes because the blood vessels in the eyes are so sensitive. Because the eyes are the first place that are the only place in the body where you can actually see blood flow with a naked eye.
I'm never having sugar again.
Oh my God! And we just had that apple pie.
But so we're a diet that's so obsessed with low fat.
Yeah, right.
But when you're decreasing the fat on something, a lot of things you don't realize. Even if you're not increasing the sugar, your body has to release more insulin to control that sugar you're eating. So it's all about sugar, carbohydrates.
Hey,
protein,
Sam, tell your
fat.
mom thanks for killing us.
Sugar-free.
It was sugar-free, and that's
Yeah,
sure it was.
Hey,
So sugar-free is better than
It's all
fat-free.
natural, pal.
You see that sugar-free isn't either because you're talking about artificial sweeteners. So it's all about balance. Listen, you can't eat coffee cakes and ring dings and stuff
Nope.
like that and have them be low sugar, low fat.
What did you eat? Like, what do you eat to snack?
I brought actually with me. I do stuff
A
like
live buffalo.
I have actually blended chicken in my bag. I think I'm supposed to have E-Rock try drinking.
Wait,
because
blended chicken? Can we see what that looks like?
Yeah, I gotta.
Do you really drink that?
is it cooked? Yeah. It's cooked at least, right?
Yeah.
like when I
That
quit,
sounds terrible.
when I quit eating sugar, I was eating a lot of like nuts and shit. But that's the worst thing for you too, isn't it? Because of the fat. Oh, look at that.
That's chicken?
It's chicken and water, yeah, and
Here's a little sample.
you mix it up.
Wait,
Come on, I'm not touching that. What is it? What is it?
I would throw up.
Let me smell
Basically,
it.
what it is, it's I boil about 2 pounds of chicken
Boiled
last night.
chicken.
And I-
Oh,
chicken
my
breast,
God.
and I stick it in a blender and I
Can't you
blend
at least
it.
blacken it?
Yeah, but isn't that like just...
Can I see
That's
that?
how Brock Lesnar got diverticulitis, right? Do you eat, Do you eat vegetables?
Absolutely.
Why is anyone smelling this shit?
It's smells like baby food.
Wait, but see,
It's not bad.
That's just protein
What
for
is that?
lifting weights. I'm not smelling it.
Just smell it. It's
No.
I
grab a
smelled it
stick.
when it went by. It just smelled like chickeny stuff
Wait,
or
when you say
something.
can
It
you
just
catch
tastes-
what?
Diverticulitis is when
From
you
what?
eat too much protein and not enough vegetables and stuff,
I
right?
believe diverticulitis is more of a virus, so it's associated with eating meat.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily from eating too much protein. Just if you eat too much gamey meat or something to that extent. The guy I work with got diverticulitis.
Jimmy, smell it. It's really not bad.
No,
It just smells like chicken. It's just liquid
But
chicken.
that's not your sign. I mean, you got to have some kind of like something.
Well, I mean, I'm eating
peanut butter.
Yeah, I've got peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I've got yogurt. I've got.
So do you enjoy that chicken?
Absolutely not. It's just all byproduct.
Yeah,
of,
that's-
listen, if I'm working, for instance, or if I'm here, I'm driving, traveling to New York. I'm not going to have time sometimes to sit down and have a pound of chicken. So I blend it up into a shake and I drink it. So it take me 30 seconds to drink this as opposed to just eat it.
When you get a vegetable drink, I do beets, carrots, orange, and spinach. Are you getting the nutritional value?
If you're getting a drink like you're purchasing one,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the best bet, but I mean, it's better than
The best
better-
is to chew up your own vegetables. But,
Well, but even if you grab a juicer or blend up your own, with one of those big power.
But are you getting
blenders.
the nutrition out of it?
Again, when you're buying a product, it's slightly processed. So you're
No, this
losing
is fresh vegetables.
Yeah, you absolutely are getting. Yeah.
Okay,
If you're,
just as much as eating them.
Yeah, there's no difference. Blending it. I mean, think about it. Most people don't chew their food.
Well, no,
That's
because there's a
anyways.
lot of shit that's left in the blender. I'm wondering if that's where the good stuff is.
The pulp. I mean, look at potato skins, for instance, have the most nutritional value as opposed to the actual inside portion. So everything's different. I mean, but you're losing a little bit. But listen,
With the cheese and bacon bits inside them? Potato skins?
Wait,
God,
potatoes,
how good
the
is
skin
that?
is good, right?
the skin's the best part of the potato. Actually,
I'm looking
Best
at
part
your
for you.
traps. You don't make people laugh a lot, do you?
Yeah,
When's the last time you belted somebody in the face?
It's been a couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
Do you do it on the
I'm
job once in a while if you have to?
After, you know.
I hurt my thumb. July, I tackled some little Spanish guy, and look at it's.
Jesus, all fucked
Oh,
up.
Mars, what was he doing?
Poor Mars.
Yeah, you been in any really good slobber knockers, as they call them, on the job?
The worst thing, I tell you the truth, I worked midnights for a couple years, and guys were actually pretty cool. Sometimes they'd get a drunk guy and he's sort of getting your face a little bit. And be like, oh, come on, man, really?
What
They wanna
drunk guy's
test
getting
you.
in your face? That is
But
the dumbest thing to do.
It was rare, but the worst were drunk women. Constantly, I'd say I'd have about one good fight a week where some chick would just go at me and just start swearing. I'm like, what do you do though?
You can't
You
hit him
think you
back.
can't hit him back? That's why.
Well, I just
yeah.
can imagine, I sent some chick to the hospital. I got to testify in court, and they're like,
There's a picture of you,
Please,
and-
I'm standing up, saying,
So throw your shit in
I
the
felt
fireplace.
my life was being threatened, sir. And here's this little chick.
So you probably have to take it easier than some guys do because
No, that's actually a good point because you don't understand that. Like, for instance, I compete. I've got a lot of stuff going on for me. So I'm a target because now if I hurt someone, they're gonna obviously sue me. So it's definitely.
Yep.
And plus, I don't listen. I'm not a douche. I don't want to go out and break people's arms and stuff. The guy I hurt myself on.
Obviously, you don't work the clubs I do. I'd love to see him and Rogan go at it.
Yeah, why be this big and not take advantage of it and crack some skulls?
Just start beating people up.
Yeah. Just walking down the sidewalk, just fucking like Falcon punching everyone you
Tree to
see.
tree, just land and
Hey,
Why'd you tackle this
hold
Spanish
on.
guy?
We got Kevin Smith calling in minutes, and we definitely got to get him to lift D-Rock somehow. We have
We'll
to
find
do
some
this.
place. Yeah.
Well,
I could probably do it sitting on a chair. I'm not sure what I can hold though.
we're on the radio.
yeah.
the
Why not
radio,
just go
you're
to the gym and do it?
Yeah, really. Can you do it sitting down, and maybe we get a couple guys to make sure that the chair is stable enough?
How
for
about on
you?
the floor? If he sits on
Or
the
can
floor.
you do it on the floor? I don't know. I don't know how.
I would lose my balance on the floor. I could try it sitting down somewhere.
On here?
Yeah, I think I do it there. Yeah, I'll try it. Maybe we'll set up or something.
E-Rock, you ready for this? How much you weigh, E-Rock?
600? Don't like 230.
230?
Like 230, a little more than that. I want to see what it's off. 230.
Looks like foreplay. I don't know what they're doing over there.
230 is not hard. How east the bed's like 620.
Fine here.
Yeah,
You gonna lift him straight up?
You'll be fine, yeah. So I'm gonna just put you on my shoulder, and then I actually need someone to help. Probably, if you can, Sam, right?
Yeah.
Sammy, yeah.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'm gonna need this arm right here, this armpit. I'm gonna get on this side. The other one, my other arm's gonna be grabbing from right around the knee area.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pick you up. You're gonna be facing me. So he's just gonna help get your torso. You have to put that a little farther away though.
Okay.
He's gonna help get your torso.
What do you need me to do?
You're just gonna stand right there, and he'll just sort of figure.
then climb a building.
Just you're gonna face me. Ready? I'm gonna just pick you up like a sack potato. Okay. and I help get his torso on my arm.
Oh my God! All right.
Just grab his neck.
Yeah, just grab his neck. Oh my God!
There we go.
Okay, and
You drop him now? Is this where you
nah. Oh damn! He just slipped an E-Rock right over his head. Just right over his head.
Do a couple reps.
He could literally just throw him, which you should if there was a dumpster nearby. Holy shit!
Incredible.
That is.
Could you push?
My God!
Could you push Eric through the window?
I'd love to see that.
Just want to see someone go through the window.
Damn it, that's pretty impressive.
Damn, man.
Also impressive.
Why'd you tackle the Spanish guy?
Exactly.
Oh, he tried
Wow.
when
Hey,
I was
Derek,
over at the
we-
motorcycle.
We got to take a break before we get Kevin Smith on the radio. You certainly could stick around and answer more questions. That would be great.
Oh yeah.
If you guys
Hell
want to have me,
yeah.
yeah,
Do you have a
absolutely.
Twitter or we got
at Derek Poundstone, or go to my website, Poundstone Power.
at Derek Poundstone on Twitter, and then the show on Sirius XM Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. on XM 241, Sirius 125. I'm going to check out your show, man.
We're live.
Yeah.
We broadcast live right from a couple of studios down in Studio 2.
Right
Very
on.
cool.
All right, Derek sticking around, and then we got Kevin Smith next.
Robin,